Miley Cyrus is my guest
Whoop,
today.
whoop.
Whoop! Turn up time. I don't know if you're a new Miley or the same Miley, but I'm enjoying what we're calling the new Miley Cyrus.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much.
You are out here looking different, twerking, dancing, hanging out with rappers, and there's so much judgment and criticism.
I think people overthink growing up. It's like I think people forget that they at one point changed too, and it's not some conscious decision that all of a sudden you're wake up and you're like, oh, I'm gonna be different. Like, it's such an odd question. I never know. I kind of look at people very blank when they're like, so what's this new Miley all about? It's like I didn't really have this rebirth. I'm the same human being, same skin, same person. Like,
it's not like a marketing plan.
It's
like,
amazing.
here's my new
it's
look.
amazing what people think a haircut will do to someone. They think that changes your DNA. You know,
it's not just a haircut though. I think we just didn't know another side of you. Like,
yeah, but I wasn't a turned up 12-year-old. Like, you know, when I'm on my show, I wasn't like
What age did you turn?
Like,
when did you turn up? When was the turn up transition? I'm gonna call it.
The day I wrapped my show, I took everything that I worked really hard to do, and I bought myself a house, and I went and I locked myself in it for 2 years and did whatever I wanted and didn't make it where I had to go out. And like, that was the greatest part, is I worked hard enough that I could just vacation and chill with my friends, and I didn't have to go out. I didn't have to do anything. Anything I wanted to do could like come to me, and I could just live my life without people being on my back about it all the time. So that's kind of what I did, is I just took my 2 years off and then came back with what people think is a new me. But it's just I took time to like grow up.
Well, good for you for not being scared to do that.
You know, it's like I don't even know who I am. Like every day I'm someone else. I'm 20. I don't really know exactly who I am. I don't think you do until you die.
What is your life like? Like, what do you like right now? What are you into? Like, how far does it go? What else would I be surprised about?
Probably the fact that if I'm not at my house, I'm in the studio. I really like. I think people think I don't know, like, all I do basically is hang out in the studio. I try to make myself sound interesting and think.
There's
but
like
the
a little
studio's
hip-hop edge to you now that we didn't know you had.
Yeah, but I'm not in the studio with, like, lamos. I'm in the studio with Mike Will all the time and working on other people's record. I just did a track with Future's
lamos?
new record. Yeah, everyone I hang out with is, like, cool, and people think that's, like, turned up. But that's just, like, my friends. That's who I work with.
It's dope, though.
Thanks.
But people are so, like, I don't know.
People are weird.
People are so weird.
People are so weird. I think about it all the time. I'm like, why are people so weird? I don't even know. Like, people are just freaks. Like, I don't know. I don't like, there's never been a person that I've cared about, like, to know what they're doing in their life or, like, blog about.
But there's extra special weirdness put onto people like you, because people don't know, you know, they want to know, where is she going? What is she doing? Is she going to turn into Lindsay Lohan? Is she gonna, you know?
It's so strange how people care so much. I wonder why, like, do people not actually work at work, or do they just sit at their computer? Because I always wonder, like, who has a job? Because no one's ever, like, it seems like everyone's always online. It doesn't really seem like anyone actually does anything during the day but sit and worry about what we're doing. It's really funny. And yeah.
What does this music sound like? So, are you like fully hip hop influenced now?
No, I think everyone thinks
are you gonna kick a freestyle at any moment?
I'm still a singer, and that's what I wanted. That's why I'm not twerking for people at radio stations. It's because at the end of the day, I still I know that my thing is I'm a songwriter, but it's not just here. That's what's funny. Is it's like it's anywhere I go. That's what people want me to do now. But it's like once a joke, twice a show. Yeah. So it's like it's you kind of just. You do what you do, but I always want people to know, it's like, that's what I do. I'm a singer, and I'm a writer, and I'm, like, so involved in my music, and I don't just go in and just know Mike Will made everything, so everything he pulls up, I'm just going to get on. It's like I have to be inspired by it, and we both have to love it, and we both have to work on it, and I could do features with pretty much, like, everyone right now, but it's about picking the people that I want to work with, that I feel like I want to be a part of this, not just throwing everything out and being like on everything that I can and being everywhere, but just, doing quality work rather than,
What's Miley doing in 5 years? What do you look like? What do you sound like?
Hopefully
you're not doing nothing crazy, right? Well, the people are worried about.
I told you don't know. You never know. I'm,
don't spiral bad though, Miley.
I wish I had a crystal ball.
Just don't spiral bad.
Yeah, I think what, if I'm a smart person. That's the other thing.
You are a little smart cookie.
My parents, like, that's the thing. I take pride in, like, the fact that
what do your
my
parents think about you
cool
smoking weed?
Kid. My dad's lived on a 500-acre farm his whole life. My dad's chilling. My dad's probably growing it up in the hills. I don't know. My parents care about me caring about other people, and that's what my parents really care about. Is about me being a good person.
Yeah, I know they're rapping me. I could talk to you for so long. You're such an interesting girl.
Thank you. You should talk to me when we're not on here. I'm even more interesting.
I bet
I'm
you
a lot
are.
More fun.
I want to talk to her. I want to turn up I want to talk to Turn Up Miley on our next interview.
Yeah, no, you got to stop. Like, we can't do interviews at 12:07 in the afternoon. It's got to be 12:07 in the morning when you and I have a really good conversation.
I would love to come to I would love to come on your terms. Come to the studio.
For sure.
Turn up with you.
Because
sure. I too can turn up.
I'm sure.
I
drop your boy off at school and let go.
Listen,
Let's go out on the streets of New York.
When it's time to turn up, I've been known to be able to do so.
I'm sure. I can see it. I can see it in your eyes.
You can.